Hello, and happy Father's Day. On today's show, we're going to talk about the great Tim Sale, and we actually accomplished our first giveaway mission, gave this bad boy away. The Fun Fan Freebie has been accomplished finally, and of course, we're going to talk about all of our regular segments. Welcome to your favorite live streaming podcast, Comics and Collectibles in the Crawl Space. As usual, I'm your host, Kevin, and I have my two reliable co-hosts with me today. Patrick, you want to say hi?
Hi, everybody.
And Mike.
Hey, everyone.
Happy Father's Day to both of you.
Same to you.
You too.
Thank you.
Both of you.
I see an offspring there. Hey, Mark. Oh, there's another one. Hey, what's up, Alec? Special Father's Day guests. Awesome.
Yeah.
So it's been a pretty exciting weekend for multiple reasons. And the first one I want to talk about is the Fun Fan Freebie finally being won. And this was especially, come over here. I get one of my offspring too. Hi, this is Ayla.
Hi, Ayla.
Hi. I saw everybody joining and I felt left out.
Yeah, thanks for not leaving me hanging too. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, doesn't he have a bunch of kids? What's up? They don't love him.
Is more than everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, it was really cool with the Fun Fan Freebie this weekend because I actually had 3 guesses. And one got the second word wrong, so I don't know where he was getting it, but he guessed gone for the second word. And then the second one was submitted through the email, which it says clear as day. It's got to be submitted through the website. We're obviously trying to connect everything. And then, of course, the winner got it through the website. And I have that gentleman here. If I can figure out how to work computers. This is him. Stephen Hamilton.
All right,
Steve.
Thank you so much, Stephen. He won the CG Seed Star Wars The High Republic. And then also he told me a few of his favorite things to go ahead and kind of leave it up to us as to what the value of the prize is. He's, I think he got 18, if my math is correct. No, he got 21. He's going to get $21 because we tripled it because we were away for 2 weeks. This perfect week for somebody to win too. Cost me triple the money, but that's okay. It's totally worth it. I'm totally excited. It's totally worth it. I didn't get a trivia question answered, but he obviously gave me permission to put it on the live stream and use his name and all that good stuff. So congratulations to him. And we're going to cover where the Fun Fan Freebie goes next. But first, Mike, let's put your profits details up here at the beginning of the show.
All right. Here we go. This week's pick 3 covers. So these are the 10 open order comic books coming out on June 22nd. And the Xcellar group and our families picked our top 3 favorites. And in order for you to win the Profits contest, go ahead over to our Facebook page, look at all 10 covers, and then come on back over to the live stream here and comment what you think our top 3 covers are going to be. They don't have to be in any order, just what the top 3 are, and you could win one of the 10 covers of your choice. And we'll ship it to you free. We'll cover the shipping. Is that it? Did I get it all?
I think you covered it.
I think I got it all for once. So we've got Nightwing, Silver Surfer Rebirth, Black Adam, World's Finest, Batman the Knight, Noctera, The New Mutants, Jurassic League, which I'll be that's the second printing for number 1, and The Flash, and Star Wars Crimson Reign. So
Very
go
nice.
ahead over, check them out, or if you can tell from right there, just go ahead and send us a comment.
Yeah, and you only get one guess. I guess that maybe is the only thing that wasn't mentioned.
Right.
Can't just
And,
keep guessing until it's right. You put
Yeah,
one
and you
guess
have
in
until the
comment.
segment starts. You have until our pick 3 segment starts to get your submission in. And good luck. I really hope someone does it.
Yeah, that'd be great. And Whatnot seemed to do the trick because all my guessers were from Whatnot because during Whatnot I put this up. Let me see this here. And it tells everybody about the Fun Fan Freebie phrase on the graphic. Ayla made this for me.
Yeah, that is
Shout out to her.
great.
She did a great job. Yeah. It says what the third phrase of the Fun Fan Freebie. I figured I'd just leave it up the whole show because especially with Whatnot, it seems like people are just popping in and out to all kinds of shows the whole time. So that seemed to do the trick and got the job done. And we're going to continue to do it. So what I was thinking that we should do is, obviously we just started it with the value of a certain prize. And I got some critiquing / negative feedback on whether our prize, maybe that wasn't worth it enough. And that was one reason I added the CGC as well to kind of give it some more, I guess, not only value, but specific value, because that seemed to be the complaint that I was hearing. So I figured we start, and every week that it doesn't get taken, we'll keep adding to it. Okay.
Right. That's good.
So here's what I was thinking, and we didn't talk about this prior to the show at all.
Why would we?
So we're giving away a comic with the profits, right?
Yep.
So I was thinking with this new Fun Fan Freebie that's starting right now, we give away either, and I'll leave this up to you guys, either one of the comics that we give a positive review to during the Get It or Forget It,
Okay.
or possibly a collectible. And the only reason I say possibly a collectible because I'd like to give one of the collectibles that Patrick shows, but obviously they're on the horizon, so they may not be available yet. And if someone wins that week, we don't have it yet.
Right.
And then 2, sometimes they're kind of pricey. So
Yeah,
what
and
do you guys
even if
think?
they're not pricey, they're hard to come by right away. Like
Yeah.
the brown paper bag Spider-Man. I mean, come on.
Right.
I haven't actively looked since initially, but
So maybe we'll just kind of announce at the end of the show one of the Get It or Forget It positive reviews, since that's kind of something that just came out as the Fun Fan Freebie, and then we can just keep adding to it every week.
right, I like it. I like prizes that are actually specific. Instead of saying it's something within this price range, it's like it's actually this item.
Right. Yeah, that was the critique I was getting. But ironically enough, Steven hooked me up and he was like, hey, man, this is what I like. And I think he told me Incredible. He's a big Hulk fan. and Yoda.
Yeah, Yoda.
He's like, surprised me with that value. And I was like, sweet, my way paid off. So take it, suckers. But anyway. No. So, all right, the first word of the Fun Fan Freebie phrase for this week now is easily. Easily. Okay?
Easily.
Yeah. Got it? All right. And I want to give an update, and actually not only an update, but a correction for this.
Scuffles.
So nothing's changed other than what I updated last week. Was I think I said 37. I was being too, I don't know, hopeful. I guess we were at 27, but actually now we're at 25. We actually lost a couple. I said 37, and then also too I was corrected that I said 100 subscribers, but we're just trying to get to 50.
Yeah.
As soon as we get to 50 is when someone wins the Scruffles Goals giveaway. And that is movie tickets, a Funko Pop, and what was it? What was the last thing? TCG cards. Yeah.
Right.
So, and of course that will increase as well. Once we get over 50, then once, we get over 100, blah, 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 it'll keep increasing over and over again. All right.
That's all exciting stuff to win. Marcus keeps asking if he can win. Like, no.
Sorry, Mark. You're an inside man. So.
All right. So Steven's got his guesses in.
Okay. Black Adam, Crimson Reign, and Night. Nice.
This is what we want. Good example of what we want people to do when they reply to the pick 3. So
yes, thank you, Steven. All right.
I've got his noted.
Awesome. So let's just I guess now we want to move into what we've unfortunately done far too often over the past few weeks.
We have.
We're moving this up to the top of the show because of the unfortunate demise of the great Tim Sale. All right. As usual, I don't mean to put you on the spot, Pat, on these, but you are the knowledge king as far as I'm concerned. No insult to Mike.
I'm very glad that Patrick does these. He's really prepared.
Yeah. So, and obviously you're the one that has a picture in there. So you want to kind of talk about him for a minute?
Sure. I'll start with, Bill Sienkiewicz has become sort of known for doing memorial portraits. And this was kind of a unique case. He actually posted about it where Tim's good friend, Richard Starkings, he's a letterer. He actually created, he was one of the first big electronic font guys that for lettering in comics. He reached out to Bill and said that Tim was disappointed he would never get to see his portrait done. So Bill rushed and got one out to him, and Tim actually saw it before he passed away. So that's the memorial portrait that Bill Sienkiewicz did for Tim Sale. And,
that's awesome. Yep, that's great.
Yeah, it was kind of a nice thing and a depressing bit of news.
Yeah.
So he started in the early '80s working in comics, but I think what probably he's most well known for is Batman: The Long Halloween.
That's where Wait, was that before his Daredevil and Spider-Man stuff?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. I thought that's where I first saw.
And he first, I don't know if it was the first time, but it may have been the first time he worked with his, probably the collaborator, his best known for his writing is the writer Jeff Loeb. And this was a 12 issue maxi series, mini series that ran an entire year, Halloween to Halloween. It kind of really made them, widely known creators. The covers for this were great. Every month had a holiday theme to it. I didn't put all 12 in here. I just kind of have a collage of all of them so you could get a quick look. But if you want to look them up, they're all very, very, very cool for each month. There was 13. It was a 13. Sorry, Valor fixed that for me. And then I can't remember if what came next, the Marvel stuff or Superman for All Seasons, which was another great little mini series. It was 4 books. It covered each season, kind of the early career of Superman, sort of jumping off of John Byrne's origin, I believe, if I can remember correctly. I remember really liking this at the time. This is sort of the era that I was sort of back into DC. So these 2 books I really enjoyed quite a bit. And then his Marvel stuff, it became known as like the color series, where he did, I might have these out of order, but I think they're right. I might have Daredevil and Spider-Man switch, but he did Daredevil Yellow. And these generally all take a theme, and they usually concentrate on the very, very early days of the character. This is, I had like stock copies, but I had pulled all my personal copies out because I wanted to quickly show I met him either once or twice at Heroes Con, and I got him to sign, and he did a little like remark in the inside of each one of these.
That's awesome.
Yeah, a little Daredevil there. Then Spider-Man Blue, which kind of dealt with the loss of Gwen Stacy. Spoiler alert. This is probably my favorite of the 4 he did of the color series for Marvel. And there's my little Spider-Man sketch in that one. Then you did Hulk Gray. I'm gonna have to reread this because I really don't have any memories of this book. Maybe I didn't read it, as a matter of fact. I don't know. Yeah, Stephen, his Superman book is great, and also as far as the Batman and the Superman books he did for DC, he often did revisit those in little one shots or little short stories here or there. It's always great to see Loeb and Tim Sale go back to those characters. There's my little remark in Hulk. And the last one was, after much delay, they finally, I think there was a 0 issue that came out when they announced it, and then there was a, years later, I'm not sure what the problem was, but Superman or Captain America White was released. This was the last one, and unfortunately, this one I never got to have signed because it was newer. But he also, he worked with Jeff Loeb on the TV show Heroes, if you remember that show.
Yeah.
He did a lot of the work, the artwork for the guy that could see into the future.
Mm-hmm.
That was all his paintings and artwork. And he also they based the font for the lettering off of Tim Sale's handwriting on that show also. A lot of people, he's definitely, maybe an acquired taste. Even though I like him, I think his character sort of had a roughness or maybe like an ugliness, like Kirby, sort of an ugliness to them.
Mm-hmm.
But his layouts were great. His storytelling was great. and I definitely, think that's what he's probably most remembered for. He did detailed backgrounds and crowd shots that were just outstanding, and his artwork was sort of in a grayscale, which they colored over, which made it sort of painterly, and it just looked great. Sort of had like an animation cell to it at times, quality to it at times. So, and unfortunately, he had just turned 66, so Tim Sale gone far too soon.
Yeah, I have to confess that I'm not really that familiar with much of his stuff at all. I had to do some research for the show to really be able to have too much comment. And the biggest thing that stuck out to me that I wasn't aware of is it seemed like everything he did was with Loeb. That was there. Do you know why that was? Any particular reason? Were they like best friends, or were they just connected in the industry? Or
yeah, I don't know. I think I'm not sure how they got connected, but they just hit it off, and they seemed to mesh well with each other. And
it's like 95% of his stuff is with Loeb, right?
Yeah.
He did the B covers for, I think it was Detective Comics on the Rebirth stuff.
Okay.
He had a long stretch. It was either Batman or Detective. I can't remember which one, but he had a long stretch right at the beginning, because they have like one artist do the B covers for, long stretches there, and he was on them.
Well, and I know if Johnny were here, he'd totally be commenting about how Long Halloween, I think, is literally his favorite Batman story, and that's I do believe, his favorite character. I don't know. He doesn't commit to much when I ask him those questions, but I think he would probably at least not completely disagree with those statements. And he's the one that I hadn't read The Long Halloween for a long time, and he told me, you got to read it now. And literally like that day, and this was a few years ago, I finally read it, and yeah, it was great. So
I think it was even probably, I don't know. I don't want to poo-poo your take on it, but it was great reading it monthly as it was coming out. It was really something to look forward to. And it was, trying to solve the mystery as it went along. So yeah, it was a kind of a groundbreaking book in a way.
Yeah. So, all right. Rest in peace, Tim Sale, and our condolences to his family, his friends, everyone close to him. So,
yeah, when I read Bill Sienkiewicz's post about doing this portrait, it was tough to get through, without getting overly choked up. I mean, we don't know these guys personally. They have an effect on us because of the books and stuff. But yeah, what he wrote, man, it was.
Yeah, hey, I'm going to interrupt you real quick because we have a special guest.
Yeah.
Look at that. Welcome, Johnny.
Hey, guys.
Hey, man.
Johnny.
Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day.
Thank you,
sir. Happy Father's
Thanks
Day.
to all of you. Thanks to all of you.
Thank you. Did you have this pre-planned, or did I provoke just because I just mentioned you a minute ago?
Oh, did you? I didn't hear yet. I didn't hear.
Oh yeah, I was commenting on how you're the one that prodded me to finally read The Long Halloween, and I think you've told me that's your favorite Batman story, right?
That is my favorite. Well, yeah, that's definitely one of my favorite, if not my favorite Batman stories. Yeah. Yeah.
I said you'd say that too.
Yeah, it's right up there. It's right up there. This is a sad thing to come in, interrupt your show with.
Did you want to say anything in particular about Tim Sale? We were just kind of wrapping up now, or did you want to hang out for a bit? What were you thinking?
Yeah, I'll hang out for a couple of minutes, but
Sweet.
Not too long. But yeah, it's just another huge loss in the comic industry.
Yeah.
And to the fans of comics, I some of these guys, they're just so legendary that this one came as such a shock too.
Yeah.
Because he's a relatively young guy.
Yeah.
You don't think about it when you're your day to day, when you're enjoying these things, that how fleeting life is, and that somebody could just be taken away in an instant, and it's just sad.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, he was definitely one of the greats, one of the best storytellers in my opinion. He didn't he didn't have the flashy, pretty art, but he was an excellent storyteller, excellent draftsman.
Yeah, I totally agree with that.
Yeah.
Thanks, Steven.
Yeah, even Steven's happy to see Johnny, as we all are.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, let's. Did everybody else done? I don't want to cut anybody else off prematurely. Everybody good?
Yep, I'm good.
All right. Let's. Who's got control of that pick?
Sorry.
That's okay.
Pay attention.
All right, so let's move into our first regular segment of the week. All right. I actually had another big week. I can't help but have big weeks, and what I watched is actually really appropriate for being Father's Day too. Unintentionally, I wasn't even thinking of this stuff when I was watching these things, but after the fact, I was like, man, that was a great couple selections for this holiday show. So I'm going to cover first a couple quick ones. This is old. I finally got around to it, but I watched Red Notice. Have you guys seen this? Anybody?
No.
Yeah, I saw it.
What'd you think?
It was fun. I thought it was fun.
Yeah, I think fun's a good descriptor. Mike, did you say you saw it too?
Yeah, we loved it. Thought it was funny. I mean, The Rock and Ryan Reynolds are hilarious.
Yeah, definitely. Like Johnny said, completely fun. I do have one little complaint critique, I guess. Man, there was just too many flips in the, you thought one thing and then another thing was real. I felt like for the last hour of the show or the movie, they did it like every 10 minutes. It started to get a little bit tiring to me. I was just like, oh, come on, there's so many, but overall, it was definitely still fun. I recommend it. That's just one thing that stood out to me. Did you guys think that at all, or am I just totally being rough on it?
I'm trying to specifically remember. I mean, this is what, November.
It's been a while. Yeah, it was November.
Right away. Yeah. But it didn't. I don't remember it bothering me that there were so many.
And did I mention that we're currently talking about Red Notice?
Yeah, you did. Actually.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Johnny has been pointing out to me recently, hey man, when you're doing the show, you gotta mention what you're talking about, because then you listen to the podcast, people don't know what we're talking about. So anyway, all right, let's go into this. This is going to be real quick, but I'm just mentioning it for one reason. Alone. Karen says she liked Red Notice. She thought it was funny. This is. Don't bother watching this movie alone. Okay, I think it's from 2018. I was
so watch it with someone.
Huh?
So watch it with someone.
No, don't watch it at all. No. Oh yeah, no. Play on the Tyler. No.
That's a terrible joke. Go ahead.
Yeah, that was pretty good. I just went over my head. I'm just not sharp enough. Anyway, this has Donald Sutherland in it. And do you remember I think it was 2 or 3 shows ago, he was in Moonfall. And I talked about how far he's fallen, Yeah. And Moonfall was a pretty recent movie, though. And it wasn't horrible, but it was a really short part in there, I mentioned. Man, this is like a B movie. I couldn't believe he was in it. And he's an established character. And spoiler alert, I mean, I don't recommend anyone watch this, but as far as the story goes, he's actually ends up being this cannibal murderer in it. I mean, it's like, I don't recommend this movie at all. if I didn't mention that yet. But anyway, that's Alone. And the reason I watched Alone is because I watched this. I think we're alone now, and it's got what's his name, Pat?
Peter Dinklage.
Yeah, from Game of Thrones, of course. And then we know that girl too. And again, I'm horrible with names.
Yeah, she does look familiar, but
That's Peter Dinklage from Elf.
Huh?
Right.
That's Peter Dinklage from Elf.
Elf.
Oh yeah, from Elf, not from Game of Thrones. Got it. Yeah. This movie wasn't horrible. It wasn't as bad as Alone, but man, I sure didn't like how this ended, and it was a drag. It was slow, depressing, and actually, I didn't even talk about Alone was about a virus, kind of post-apocalyptic, that's turned everybody into zombies, of course, and this one guy sees this girl in an apartment complex across the street, and he has to go save her. That's the whole movie's about him in his apartment to her apartment and the zombie fight in between. This one is a more interesting plot in the way that, so it's another virus, and it's killed a majority of the population. But spoiler alert, if you want to check out for a minute again, his name Peter Dinklage, right?
Yes.
He thinks he's alone. It spends like the first hour of it, and he thinks he's the only person that's survived on the entire planet. And then this girl shows up, so then he finds her, and then you actually find out there's more people alive later. So a lot of this is just watching Peter kind of function as the sole human being on the planet, and then he finds her, and then she's got an attitude, and it's just so slow, and then it didn't end well, in my opinion. All right, but now I'm going to get to the good stuff.
About time. That's why.
Sorry. Light of My Life. It's got Casey Affleck, and I'm going to call the girl that's in this a newcomer because I was unfamiliar with her name, so I definitely didn't remember it since I'm not familiar with her. But has anybody seen this?
Nope.
I think I have that one.
You think you have, John?
I have not.
I said I think. Yeah. Yeah, and I like Casey Affleck. He usually writes and directs his own stuff too.
Yeah.
I like his acting.
Yeah, he directed this too. Yeah, he also directed. I'm not sure whether he wrote it, but he directed it. I'm 99% sure I'm accurate there.
Yeah.
But basically, this is another post-apocalyptic virus thing, okay? But this virus has killed all the women. Well, I should say 99.9% of the women on the planet. And he has a daughter that was born right before this all happened, and she survived. She didn't die. So
this is like X the Last Woman.
Yeah, kind of.
One
Yeah.
Last Man, X Last Woman. Right?
Yeah, a little similar to that. But there are a few other women. But as you can imagine, with how few there are, the bad things that the men would think they would, want to use them for. So he has his daughter disguised as a boy. Like he shaves her head and dresses her like a boy and stuff. And he basically just tries to stay away from people in general unless he absolutely has to protect her, and it's just kind of struggle. This, similar to Sleeping Beauties too. I also was the movie that I think you're all familiar with that this put me in mind with is The Road. Remember that with Lord of the Rings? What's his name? Hugo? No.
Viggo Mortensen.
Viggo Mortensen. Yeah. I guess if I'm going to be a movie TV show critic, I probably need to start nailing actors and actresses' names.
Yeah, this is what you need to get.
A notepad.
They come in.
So anyway, this really put me in mind of The Road. If y'all had seen that or not.
Where can I see this movie, Kevin? Because this looks cool. I like the concept.
Yeah, this is on Amazon Prime.
Oh, excellent! I'm gonna watch this one.
Yeah, it was really good. I loved it. And like I was saying, kind of apropos of being a Father's Day review, I couldn't help thinking, I mean, I'm not trying to act like this, I'm a tough guy, stud kind of guy, but I envisioned this being me and Ayla the whole time. You know, the relationship they have, and kind of actually the kind of daughter she is. I couldn't get me and Ayla, you know, if it was just me and Ayla, this is us on the planet. And, you know, I'd hope if these horrible situations would ever happen in my life, I'd be half as brave and courageous as I think I would be in my own head. But yeah, this was, and it ended, it was just, the way it ended was perfect for me. Big recommend on this, what I would assume was a obscure movie, but, you know, it's a couple years old too, so it's not very recent. So I was surprised I never saw this at all, but it was great. So check this out.
Kevin, can I jump in with one that I don't have a picture for?
Sure.
Okay, because I want to ask Mike if he's seen this in particularly, and I saw this a while ago, and I keep forgetting to ask about it. Mike, have you seen the newest Jay and Silent Bob movie?
No.
It sort of goes with the Father's Day theme, you know. But
Yeah, I haven't seen that one yet either. Yeah.
Okay, well, you guys should watch it because, especially Mike, I know you're a big fan of the USQ universe and Jay and Silent Bob. It was good. Like, I enjoyed it a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, I was kind of hesitant on watching it because I wasn't sure, you know, kind of rehashing some old stuff, and I didn't want to be disappointed. So I
don't think you will. I sort of was the same way. I went in with no expectations because it's been so long since Jay and Silent Bob Strikes Back, and I didn't really care for Clerks, Clerks 2. But no, I enjoyed it. I didn't enjoy it as much as Jay and Silent Bob, the original movie, but it is pretty good. I think you would like it.
All right. Well, I'll definitely check it out then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll
And
definitely.
it goes with the Father's Day theme.
Okay. I've definitely been meaning to already anyway, so I'll definitely hop on that lickety split.
Yeah, I'd like to hear what you guys think of it.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go.
There it is.
Yep.
Yeah, I thought it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, we talked. This is 2 shows in a row. We brought up Kevin Smith, and did you need to correct yourself on that Kevin Smith comment last time? Are you for sure yet or not, Patrick?
I never got confirmation, so I'm going to probably say it was false.
Okay. Well, all I'm saying is, you know, obviously don't beat yourself up because I've had 2 major gaffes in the past 2 shows. One with Jeff Loeb, and that's Jeff Loeb was topical today, obviously, and I talked about how I thought Jeff Loeb was an artist last week. And
Did you think Jeff Loeb was Tim Sale? Did you get them confused?
I guess so. Yeah, that must.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I definitely assumed that every time I saw Jeff Loeb on those books, I thought he was the artist. So yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna disrespect Tim Sale or, you know, call myself out on that. So I appreciate you calling me out, Don.
Oh, no problem, buddy.
That's what it's here for.
And then, of course, my big gaffe with thinking the Guardians trailer was legit. So I'm glad I have a little bit of camaraderie with you, Patrick, on making a mistake. You guys definitely.
Well, that's just a what's in a name type of thing, because like what you were thinking of when you would think of Jeff Loeb was Tim Sale, so it's actually Tim Sale.
Yeah, and since they were so attached, it was kind of, I knew who I was talking about, sort of, right?
Yeah,
that was forgivable. The Guardians.
That was unforgivable, especially since I'm the critic. All right.
Yeah.
All right, so now I want to get into a couple trailers before we get into our big topic. Anybody seen the trailer for this yet? Andor, Star Wars Andor series coming out. I believe it's August 31st on Disney Plus.
Yep. Have not.
Johnny,
No, I did not.
This looks great. Patrick, what do you think?
Yeah, it looks pretty good. I'm always interested in that time period, even though it wasn't the biggest. You know, like I've said before, I'm not the biggest fan of Rogue One. I liked Rogue One a lot, but it's not my favorite Star Wars movie. And
yeah, well,
really,
obviously, I've said it's my favorite. So yeah, this really interests me. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and his character didn't really leave that big of an impression on me, I don't think. But the series looks promising.
Well, I think he left a big impression on me because obviously he was a great character in the movie in general, but the one line when he really kind of stands up to, Jin about hey, I've been living this my whole life. Don't come in here for 5 minutes and now judge me. That whole line. I can't quote it exactly, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So this is interesting because this seems to take place right after the Empire took control. So looks really great. So I can't wait for that one. And then saw this trailer. Anybody else see this trailer?
No.
This is Prey.
Yeah.
It's an original.
I did see this trailer. I saw this.
It's an original on Hulu. So don't let the cat out of the bag about this question I'm going to ask the other guys. Do you know this is a sequel? Can you tell what this is a sequel to?
This is a prequel, Kevin.
Oh yeah, actually it is a prequel. You're right. Sorry about it. Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's
You can tell by the logo.
Oh yeah. You can see it there. I tried to pick something that didn't say something on it, right? Yeah, but they got the
also
hash marks down there. Okay.
The 3 dots in her eye.
Oh, I didn't even notice that either. See, you guys are sharp. Okay. Anyway, yeah, it's Predator. It's a prequel to Predator, and obviously a play on a Predator and Prey. So. I don't know what to think about this, though. I mean, obviously, our introduction to Predator was a super high-speed, low-drag, jungle military team with all kinds of awesome weaponry, and they were big, humongous, muscle-bound, tough guys fighting the Predator, and obviously only one survived and just barely. But now we're going to have a movie about, I guess these are like kind of tribal, and they've got sticks and stones for weapons, and obviously it's a female lead. I'm not sure how this is going to play out.
She's a child too, right?
Yeah, she's a teenager.
Or something. Yeah. I mean, come on, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Had some difficulties. All of his buddies
and his team, right?
Yeah, his whole team wiped out. So yeah.
I thought the teaser trailer looked good, and then the longer trailer looks like it might not be good.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a guess.
I mean, once again, I'll check it out, and we'll see.
Yep.
Hi.
Here's my other one. Makes me a dad.
Hey, Cora.
Okay,
So yeah, this is out August 5th on Hulu, the Hulu original. And
I'm glad that it's on Hulu.
Huh?
I'm glad that it's on Hulu and I don't have to go to the movie theater to see it.
Yeah.
It's just easier.
Do you guys see this funny one?
Yes.
I did, yes.
DC League of Super Pets. It looks pretty funny.
I think they showed this at the beginning of the Batman, I think. When I saw
I didn't
that.
see it there. I didn't see it. They didn't show it at mine showing of Batman, so I didn't see it until after on the internet later. This has a lot of people, a lot of big guys in it. The Rock, Kevin Hart, Keanu Reeves, Jim from The Office. I always forget his name. John Krasinski. Yeah.
There you go.
And then Kevin Conroy. I think he must be Batman in this, right? So. He's definitely in it, but I don't know what he is.
Okay.
Yeah, that'd be funny if he wasn't Batman, though.
Huh?
That'd be funny if he wasn't Batman.
He could be Ace. I think this looks great.
Yeah, it looks good. Yeah, it looks fun. So then I checked what's also free comic book day. What's it? Oh, this is a free comic book day comic as well. Okay, gotcha. Okay. That's good to know. Probably be a pickup. People try to sell free comic book day comics like crazy now, and some of them are going for a pretty penny, right?
Umbrella Academy does.
Yeah. Then I saw this. This was a couple weeks ago too. I forgot to talk about it last week. Did everybody see the trailer for Black Adam?
I think I've seen some of it. Yeah.
Looks pretty good. I mean, it definitely looks good. I'm not. I don't know too much about Black Adam's lore. But did he kind of, in the trailer they presented as he kind of has an option to be a good guy or bad guy, and there's a conflict there. I never knew that about Black Adam. Is that the case?
Yeah.
That's how it's always been? Okay.
Well, recently, I think he traditionally always been a bad dude, but he was on Justice Society for a while there in the early 2000s.
Okay, well, that's good that they're, following that then. But, it definitely looks cool in general. Obviously, have an action superhero movie with The Rock. It seems like it's a winner, So
Yeah, I hope Kevin Hart's in it somewhere because I really like those two together. And that's just because I love Jumanji.
I'm really excited about uh, Hawkman showing up.
Oh yeah, the Hawkman's in it. Yep. Mm-hmm.
I'm not
You
sure. I'm super excited about the color of the Hawkman being sort of more red. I wish it was more green, but it's pretty cool, and I'm excited that big screen Hawkman finally.
Yeah.
And Adam Smasher looks amazing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So it sounds like maybe they are incorporating some of that JSA stuff into this Black Adam movie then.
Absolutely, yeah. Because Adam Smasher. Oh, that's the other one. Dr. Fate also looks amazing.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, Dr. Fate, isn't it? Yeah, I saw that too. Yeah.
It was great. Yeah.
So yeah, it could be pretty exciting. I sure hope it does cross over the way you'd assume with Shazam, but Shazam's kind of more of a comedy kind of. This seems more like it's dark, so I don't know how that's going to happen. Have you heard if they've
They're definitely planning that? Yeah.
Yeah. All right, and then by Mike's request last week, check this trailer out. And yeah, I agree with Mike. It looked pretty. Looks like it's going to be pretty good.
Yep.
I've never read a Sandman book, so I don't know. I'm just going to be viewing it. As a standalone thing by itself. So I hope you're not yelling at me like this forever with, what was that other movie you like so much? Book.
I Am Legend.
Oh yeah, I Am Legend. That's it. I love the I Am Legend movie. Mike hates it. Loves the book. Is that your favorite book? Right?
Yeah.
So hopefully this same kind of thing doesn't happen with this. But this trailer looked good. You see this trailer yet, Patrick?
I did not. I forgot to check it out. I'll have to get on that.
You see it, John?
Yeah, he looks very comic accurate, which is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never read the full 75 issue run. I read the first few couple story arcs. So it's I need to get back to it.
And I think this comes out like August 5th as well. So
Yeah, and this is on Netflix.
all right, so let's get into some Obi-Wan Kenobi action.
Yes.
Mike, what's your status on this?
Well, I'm just waiting for you guys to tell me what happened.
Oh, you still only partially watched the first episode? Is that where you are?
No, I haven't even started it.
Oh, I thought you said you started the first episode, but then didn't.
No, that was Moon Knight.
Oh,
But I did continue with Moon Knight, and I think Emily and I watched the first two.
so you're not even done with Moon Knight yet?
No.
Okay.
I don't even know what I watched. I'm glad this isn't my segment because I don't even know what I watched this past week. I'm trying to remember.
Well, I had the opportunity to talk to Johnny this weekend, so I already know he hasn't seen this as well. So
Yeah, I'm also working on Moon Knight. I think I'm up to episode 4.
We'll just talk amongst ourselves here.
yeah. All right. So did you want to check out again, Mike, or spoiler alerts allowed? What's up?
I'm fine. I listened to you guys last week. I listened.
Hey, Kev, I am going to check out, not because of spoilers, but I just got to go, buddy.
Okay, thanks for checking in, man. We really appreciate it. It was great to hear you. Happy Father's Day again.
Happy Father's Day to all of you guys.
Yeah, send
Thanks,
Kirsty our love and Island our love, everybody. So have a good
All
one,
right,
man.
we'll do it.
All right, Johnny.
Bye-bye.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, awesome.
Yeah,
I need to recover. I need to take a breath.
Johnny
even
Burger
for
sightings.
that little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, Johnny Burger sightings are now out pacing Bigfoot sightings for the month.
That was perfect.
Yeah.
Oh man, that was awesome. Anyway, Patrick, you want to go first this week? What do you want? You want me to butcher? Talk about this first. Or?
I just say I liked it. I liked the flashbacks. We got the sort of a reveal on the third sister, which boy, okay, Kevin, you can tell me, was that new footage of the youngling scene? Was she actually in Revenge of the Sith? Did you go back?
Yeah, I don't know the answer to that question either. I would Me and actually Lexi's boyfriend was over and watched it with us this weekend, and he had heard that was actual footage from the movie.
Okay.
But I just can't believe that they would have that actual footage like that, and we missed it. The only actual footage I remember of any youngling, aside when they were kind of in the background, is the one cute little British kid that was a little boy that was in front and kind of made that jerk move whenever you heard Anakin light the lightsaber. That's the only youngling I remember at all. So I seriously doubt that it's original footage, but like I said, he said he heard it was. So but I don't know, honestly know. So
yeah, that's something I was gonna maybe go back and take a look at. Because unfortunately, fortunately or unfortunately, I had seen that picture weeks ago. Somebody posted it online, but I just assumed
of her as a youngling.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I just assumed that they were pulling up a picture from before. Otherwise, it would have been a big spoiler. Maybe it was just somebody's conjecture. I mean, you knew something was up with her, that she had some other ulterior motive behind her whole, motivation. But yeah, I don't have a problem with it. It's kind of a neat twist, although I'm not sure at the end where we go from there, what her motive is going to be at the end,
Well, that's what I was going to say is, first of all, since we're just talking about her specifically right now, what do we think? Is she a good guy? Is she a bad guy? What do we think now? I mean,
yeah.
Because right after, obviously, she reveals it to Obi-Wan and everything. They have that conversation and everything. She starts, telling the stormtroopers to go kill the rebel, to attack them and move in again. So it's like, I don't know what to think about that. Now that we know she's suffered that life, and her actual mission is to kill Darth Vader. Now we're supposed to like her, but then she's still doing bad things currently in the moment. I don't know what to think.
Yeah, right.
And we've still got one more episode, right? Yeah, we still got one more.
Yeah, one more.
So we'll see what happens in that episode. Yeah, and then Grand Inquisitor, there he was. He survived. That answers our Grand Inquisitor questions, right?
Yeah, and I think they kind of maybe played it as this was Darth Vader's plan all along,
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's another. Yeah, I got a bunch of complaints that's definitely one of them. I was like, this just seems to have not only let her go too far if he knew what was up with her, but then also trusting her if he knew what was up with her to actually lead her to Obi-Wan as opposed to being a ploy to get him to a place where she could kill. It just seemed like a super stretch to me that.
Yeah, well, unless Vader was trying to kill two birds with one stone, he letting her do as much as she could to draw Obi-Wan in, and then taking care of both of them. But
okay, so he actually believed she was actually after Obi-Wan because she was bitter that Obi-Wan didn't succeed in killing Vader to begin with. So she was actually.
Yeah, maybe, or else she was just he was just using her as another tool to get to Obi-Wan. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I like I said, I did enjoy the flashback scenes. I think it tied into the story and showed a little bit more about their relationship. It was actually, a very well done scene from the past, I thought, even though some people complained about the CGI, but that doesn't bother me. I mean,
yeah, it doesn't bother me either. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I also really liked Vader's fighting style against the third sister too.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Even it makes even more sense than his kick butt scene in Rogue One, where he was just super on the attack and super force, lightsabers everywhere. This sort of made more sense in the fact, because he's more machine than man. He uses more force powers than he actually does dueling. You know what I mean? So he was just all on the offensive or defensive with the force powers against Reva. So I really like that.
All right, I'm going to disagree with you on that one a little bit.
Are you?
Yeah, here's all I have to say about it. Here's what I thought about immediately, because obviously it was a change, was that obviously he's getting older. So do we know exactly the time frame between Rogue One? Oh yeah, it ended
It's right there.
under the impression right in, yeah.
Yep.
Because that's what I was thinking. He was younger.
Yeah, he would actually be older in Rogue One.
Yeah, he's older in Rogue One. That's true. Yeah, I still don't mind it. I'm not.
Yeah, I know.
I'm on my defense, but I stand corrected.
Right.
Yeah. And he didn't do that He was still mostly force powers. Like I love that part with Rogue One where he force powers the guy on the roof and then just slices him like that. It was sick. Do you remember that? Yeah. Anyway.
I'm gonna have to go back and watch Rogue One, especially with Andor coming out. You know, I'll have to catch it again.
And I need to watch it.
You never saw it?
No, you never showed me it because you're just like, it doesn't really tie into the story that much.
I don't think I said that.
You did.
Yeah, that's it's big recommend on my part, Valor. So yeah, get to it. But so there was one other thing I didn't like how. Oh, and just to wrap this into Father's Day again, real quick. You know, he was very fatherly to Leia more than any other episodes, in my opinion, during this episode too, which I thought was great. You know, did you kind of get that feel as well?
Yeah, I think they kind of just build on it. He's growing more attached, which
attached to her. Yeah, you're probably right. Yeah. But two things. One, when he did the whole coming out and then going back in and then coming out, I didn't see much of a point as to why he really did that rather than just trying to, get them out of there. It seemed like he was going against his own instincts, which was just to run at first when he first started talking about that. He kind of went out to fight and then came back, and then he did that a couple times.
Yeah.
And then, so that didn't really click with me very well. And then, also, I was so frustrated. This is really nitpicky. I fully admit this when I say this. But I was so frustrated where Leia's up there doing her electronics thing to get the door to open for them to escape, right? Why weren't they waiting in the ship? You know what I'm saying? It's like she comes down from opening the doors. They have a conversation with each other. And then he's like, okay, everybody get on the ship. It's like everybody should have been buckled in, just waiting for those doors to open. Because then, of course, we got to see Vader and his awesomeness grabbing the ship, trying to pull it down,
Yeah.
But that's what I totally thought. I was like, why weren't you guys on the ship? But overall, once again, I've got lots of criticisms, but I'll say I'm fine. I just wish it would have turned out when we found out that it would have more coincided. This is my biggest complaint. When it coincided with her, we're finding out she was a youngling and she's actually after Vader. They should have revealed that to us when she was just ready to be on the Rebel side or Obi-Wan's side, rather than, not doing it that,
I know what you're saying. I think she's a little still conflicted because, where were the rest of the Jedi to help her,
Yeah.
So
yeah, we'll see. How do you feel about her right now? Do you feel she's more of a good guy right now or still more of a bad guy? What do you think?
With that ending, I don't know what to think,
Okay. Yeah, and then he stabs her and just leaves her to die, but she, she's obviously not dead. She really wasn't even in that too bad a shape, it didn't seem, when he walked away from her,
Yeah, apparently now you can get run through with a lightsaber and you don't die.
And you're fine. Yeah. But Aunt May gets a brick spike through the back and she's done, But anyway, that's a whole nother thing. So we'll see what happens with the last episode, I guess, and I'm definitely excited. So that's all I've got.
Yep, me too.
I feel like they did the thing with they don't really die normally with the lightsabers now. I feel like Darth Vader gave her a fighting chance to just
intentionally?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll see. Might be something to that. We'll see. It's probably as good a guess as any. But anyway, so that's everything I watched. A couple good things that were really good, but a lot of garbage as well. So, all right, Mike, can you hear us? Are you back? Was Corey your monitor?
Yeah, Yeah. Because I know that there's a lot of Darth Vader stuff coming in. So, you know what? I'd rather just see it. I don't want that spoiled. So,
It's probably a good call.
head
Good call.
cycle thoughts there. Yeah.
All right, so you ready then?
Yeah, I think Cora wanted to come in.
Okay. What's Cora got?
Well, she wanted to do this with me.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. So you want us to wait for Cora, or is she going to be able to come in and during the time the intro happens?
Yeah, she's on her way right now. But what I can do is I didn't see any other comments besides Steven's.
Okay.
But so this is the end of the Profits. What do we
Well,
call
I'm
it?
not trying to be nitpicky. It's just once the intro starts, that's the end. So if someone's
okay.
listening right now, they could still do it right now.
All right, so you got a couple seconds.
Just being technical.
Yep. So yeah, I'm ready.
You totally ready? Okay, cool.
I'm ready.
You ready, Cora? All right. Oh, sorry. Let's get that off.
All right, so now it's officially over.
Yes.
Okay, so Steven's, as a reminder, Steven's selections were Black Adam, Star Wars Crimson Reign, and Batman the Knight. Okay, those are his.
Nice.
Yep, there we go. And here we go.
All right.
These are all of them. And I'd switch this up every week. We'll just start with number 3. Oh, that was Cora's line.
No.
Wait, hold on. Do you want to recap? Do you want to recap what they were again for anybody who wasn't here at the beginning of the
Yeah.
show?
Yeah. So
And I
we'll
don't think you
start-
said the numbers either. You just said the titles. I want to know the
Yeah, I
numbers
did.
too, so I can put
Okay.
these on my full list.
Okay. So Nightwing number 93 by Bruno Redondo. And sometimes these artists' names are really difficult, so maybe subconsciously I just chose not to.
That's a
Call 'em
tongue
up.
twister.
Okay, Silver Surfer Rebirth number 5, Miko Cyan. Black Adam number 1, Ivan Rodriguez. World's Finest 4E. This is the Dan Mora cover. Batman the Knight. Carmine di Giandomenico. I'm not saying that again. Noctera 11, Dan Panosian. New Mutants 26, Maria Wolf. Jurassic League number 1, second printing, Juan Gideon. Flash 783, Brandon Peterson. And Star Wars Crimson Reign 5, Linnell Francis Yu. Those are the 10. All right.
Nice.
Oh, what did I say?
So here we go.
All right, here we go.
One.
Oh, coming in third place.
Black Adam number 1, Ivan Rodriguez.
That's sick.
Yeah. When I was looking for the covers, I saw this and I automatically said, I don't even know why I didn't order that book. I want that.
I didn't pick this though.
No. This is I picked it, Marcus, Emily, and Valor. This had 4 votes.
Wow, must be some big numbers on the top too then.
Actually,
I like
it
that
was
one.
spread out. It was so spread out. Every book had at least 1 vote.
Okay.
Oh,
All right.
coming in second place.
Second place, we have Silver Surfer Rebirth by Miko Cyan. And this had 5 votes. It was, I just realized I got all 3. Myself, Johnny Berger, Kevin, Patrick, and Tom.
Good job.
Yep. Totally love this one, obviously.
Yeah. Yeah, I love that.
All right, sorry, Steven. That officially takes him out of the possibility of getting us correct. Will be fun to see if the third one,
Yeah.
if he got 2 and 3 though.
Okay, and
Coming in the first place.
first place, Nightwing, number 93, Bruno Redondo.
That was on there.
Yeah, this is the very first one. I was really surprised that this did so well. I mean, I love it. Obviously,
I liked
8 of us love it.
Yeah, I voted for it. Yeah, yep.
Yeah,
I wouldn't
that's
have guessed. Did you say you voted for it, Pat?
Yeah, I thought this was the standout. I thought it was the best cover of the week.
Wow, you nailed it.
Yeah, Bruno's doing his covers have been really unique in their presentation and layout. I think this is one of the first that made our top 10 list. But, yeah, great composition there. So this
Yeah,
one,
I just want to say to Karen, she commented that Black Adam cover reminds her of Shazam, and maybe she's not aware. Black Adam is Shazam's nemesis, so that's intentional, Karen.
Yeah.
So good note though, and yeah, no worries, Stephen. Thank you so much for not only being here in general, but just even participating further with the Profits. That's really good. I was really rooting for you, believe it or not.
so was I.
We want people to win. So
We
Anyway.
had. Let me run down. So I selected it: Johnny, Kevin, Jesse, Tom, Emily, Patrick, and Tyler. All selected that cover.
nice.
Yep.
I do believe my third one was Crimson Rain. Yeah, I like that cover a lot.
Yes.
Yeah,
Ayla, Kevin, and Tom selected
Yep.
Crimson Rain.
I had to shave Crimson Rain off my top 3. That was my 4th, I guess.
And how much I'm loving that story is really having an effect on me and appreciating the covers too, so.
Yeah, it's difficult for me to pick books because I'm looking at them, and if it's a book that I'm reading or that I like, it's some kind of bias. I'm like, no, I have to. I can't pick that just because I'm loving this title.
Yeah, I can imagine that affecting your decisions. Yeah.
So this week was a fun one. I actually had it done. I think I finished this on Tuesday. I had it sitting there on my desk since Tuesday. So this one was a lot easier. Yeah.
Well, that's
so
good.
Jurassic League is the only one that only ended up with 1 vote,
What's that again?
and that was Marcus.
That's a fun cover. I mean, it definitely wasn't bad. I just didn't.
Oh, sorry, Kevin. I should have let
That's
you
okay.
know.
That's okay.
Yeah.
All right, but once again, say it every week. Great job with the choices there.
Thank you.
Really appreciate the work you put into that, even though your segment's the shortest segment.
It's well listed for them.
It's totally worth it every time.
Yeah. Thank you.
Speaking of not short segments, though, are you guys excited for this week's You Got a Deal? Are you for real?
I'm always excited.
Always.
Let me just tell you, you should be super excited about this one.
Good.
I don't know if I've ever said that before.
You've been excited about a few, but not so much to where you're telling us that we should be excited.
Yeah. I actually have to mention something now, too. This is probably a horrible place to mention it. And I've got my cue cards here and everything, and I still failed to mention, and I didn't mention this at all last week, so at least I'm getting it in this week. But the random username shout out. That's another giveaway we have. If we mention a random username from someone who's bought from us on eBay on the show, if they comment, "Hey, I'm him," during the show, they get 25% off the next purchase from us on eBay. If they mention it ever, this episode could be 10 years old, but if we see a comment on it where this guy or girl that I'm getting ready to mention comments on it, then 10% off the next purchase. And the random username for this week is Chrism_2853. That's CHRISM_2853. They purchased from us on eBay, left us positive feedback. You do that, you're entered into the random username contest as well. So at least I got that out this week. They're probably like checking in the first, I say it's going to be at the beginning of the show. They were like, oh, he forgot again. These guys suck. I'm never watching again. At least I remembered at some point.
Yeah, what do they talk about for 2 hours? They forget everything.
Right. All right. You guys want to prepare yourself? Sharpen your pens?
Yeah, I just sharpened it. That's what's so funny.
On. Here we go.
All right, let me get my. Oh, Cora's not familiar with this segment.
I don't know.
Oh, wow. Here we go. Okay.
I'm confused.
Well, wait, watch.
Well, here's your first awesome intro, Cora.
You got a deal. Are you for real?
Oh.
Nice. What'd you think of that intro, Cora?
It's something.
You're right. It is. All right. So this is another thing I kind of butchered a little bit last week, too, being our first week back after missing a couple weeks. I didn't go over all this before we started, but I will now. So I'm showing what we got in a mystery box lot that I purchased on eBay, and the qualifications for me to purchase a mystery lot box off eBay is they have to have 100% feedback and basically be $1 or less per book. We're going to show you what's in this lot, and you can get it from us for what we paid for it, which is $25 plus shipping, regardless of how awesome it is. We often say, tongue in cheek, that even if an Incredible Hulk 181's in here, you can get it for $25. So that's what we got. So here we go.
And we haven't looked through these.
Yeah, we
This is
haven't
like
looked
the
at these exactly.
reveal, yeah.
Yeah. So Mike, you starting?
Yeah, I'll start.
We got Daredevil 159. How about that?
Oh, I love it.
Off to a good start.
But it's a good.
Yeah, this is probably already worth. Sorry, I should have adjusted my camera better. Start. This is already worth $25. I can tell. I know I've never said that before. Patrick, you have Batman 370. The heck?
Yeah.
This was a little rough. Got a whole bunch of spine ticks with color break and a little bit of roll there in the spine. But still a great book, great cover.
Yeah, Ed Hannigan cover. It's pretty cool.
I like it.
These are already 2 runs that I am trying to fill my old gaps.
Nice. All right, now we got something more modern. Mike, this again is for you. We got Batman 3 Jokers, book 3.
I got some kind of.
Okay, I really like that cover.
I think Johnny loves this book, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, can you look on the back, the ISBN there, and tell me which cover it is? Well, I mean, oh, it's got a board. That's right. I'll look for the cover.
Oh, too late. I've already done the work. Now I'm going to feel like a failure if I don't. This is
I got it.
6. What
Okay.
covers that?
A, B, C, D, E,
Yeah.
F.
Do you need me to put it up there again?
No, I'm good.
You good? Okay.
Yep. They did a lot of covers for this book.
All right, Patrick. Got Master of the Universe Revelation #1.
That book.
That's an awesome cover, too. And this is a prequel to the upcoming Netflix series. Well, it's not upcoming anymore. You know, it was upcoming then. But that's a great cover. Love it.
Pretty cool.
All right, Mike. You've got Justice League International, #20. This is in real good shape, too. And it's a great lot. I'm loving this.
Yeah.
There's your boy on the cover, Mike.
Yeah, Mr. Miracle.
He's for sale, apparently. All right. Patrick, you have the Huntress number 9. This one looks to be in great shape too. And obviously, good morning, Max. Thank you. Love you too.
Hey,
Thanks
Matt.
for watching. Thanks for commenting. You good there, Pat?
Wait, good
Yeah.
morning. They're only 3 hours behind us.
Yeah,
I
that'll be
guess
11:30.
It's before noon. Yeah.
Yeah.
I went, good morning. I'm thinking he just woke up, but he's been up before we even went to bed, probably.
All right, Mike, this is you.
Yeah.
G.I. Joe Special Missions number 4. Yeah, it's good shape. Good cover. All right, Patrick. Got Deathlock versus Doom number 3. That looks sick. Was that just a storyline in his title, right? Yeah, it wasn't like a miniseries or anything. Yeah. All right, Mike.
Ready?
Well, here we go. Everything comes around with topical things. If Steven's still around, here we got a free comic book day book. Which one did you say was $1, Mike?
Oh, the Umbrella Academy is one.
Oh, yeah, free comic book day, the Umbrella Academy.
Get out of here.
I'm just kidding. That's it.
Yeah.
That's a great cover, though. Who doesn't love the Tick?
Yep. I know Tom loves the Tick.
Yeah. All right, Pat, you've got. Wait, that was you, Mike, right? The Tick?
Yeah, that was me.
Okay, Pat, you've got. Oh, might have our first stinker here. Badger, number 23 from First Comics. That's a cool cover, though. I like the cover.
Yeah, I never got into Badger.
I have some.
Well, for $25, you can have more.
Okay.
All right. Back to Mike. Amazing. 275. Man, this is in great shape, too. I might be the one buying this one. It's a great cover, too. That's sick. That book's got to be worth $25 by itself.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool cover.
All right, Pat. We got Superman 197. That's pretty cool, too. I feel like you guys are being quiet because this lot is so shockingly good.
Well, I've had 2 money books so far.
Nice.
That Daredevil,
Oh, man.
Amazing Spider-Man.
I can see the next book. Seriously, this might be my lot. I'm not even joking.
When's the deadline? When
Huh?
when is the deadline for the people to buy this lot?
For us to buy it? For the people that are in the show to buy it?
No, for the people watching to buy it.
Oh, I wanted to actually talk to you about that. What we said last week was by the end of the Whatnot show,
Right.
which starts at 7 p.m. on Friday. But, I was just thinking we should just carry it over because I was thinking before you might want to jump on a couple books, but since that hasn't happened, why don't we just carry it to the beginning of the next show,
Right.
Okay. Always perpetually have one available.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But here we go. Man, I wasn't joking. Wonder Woman 65 art germ. This is ridiculous. Right?
Yeah. Yeah, he had that short little run on those too.
Art germ covers are, oh my God. I'm just going to keep that up. Look at it for a while. Apparently, you guys agree because there's no complaints.
Well, I'm looking at my phone.
I'm just kidding. I'm filling.
Yeah.
All right, Patrick. All right, here we might have another subpar one. I'm not sure though. You guys know way better than I do about these things. But Rabid World #1.
Oh, I read that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
good.
Ask me how number 2 was.
How was #2?
I didn't buy it.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think I could probably draw that cover. I don't know, maybe. I obviously can't, and we all know I'm horrible. Okay,
I mean,
Mike.
we're trying to sell these books, but I'm not going to.
No.
There are
true.
other reasons to pick this lot up.
Right. All right, now we got Thief of Thieves, #23.
And I'm waiting for somebody to make this into a show. I liked this series.
Yeah, I picked it up for a while because of you, and then I just stopped. Yeah.
What was this issue again? 22? 23?
23. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Pat. There you go. This is all you. Savage Dragon 179. You probably already have that though, right, Pat?
Yep.
I think, Pat, you probably have a full run, don't you?
Yeah.
That's impressive.
It is. It is.
Well, yeah, just his collecting arc.
Yeah.
Our arc has a bunch of holes and gaps in them.
All right, Mike, this is for you. The Omega Men annual #1.
Is that my speaker? Hey, Kevin, I can't hear you.
You're muted.
Oh crap! Sorry.
So go back to what was after Omega Man?
It was the Legion of the Superheroes. That was Pat's #1, annual #1.
Put that one back up, Kevin, because I didn't see it.
Sorry about that.
The show did seem kind of strange because you were quiet.
Yeah.
Annual #1.
Yeah.
You see how DC has changed how they do the annuals?
Yeah.
It's not like the Batman annual just came out and it's just annual 2020 or 2022.
Yeah, I wish they'd just do that.
Yep.
Are you good? All right, so this one's back to Mike. Iron Man 2, #1. One shot, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Oh, that the movie.
Yeah.
I like those movie ones. I never get them because I never go to the movies right away.
All right, Pat. Green Lantern, New Guardians. Number 1, Future's End. This is that
Dad, get this one.
holograph cover. What are they called again?
Lenticular.
Lenticular, yeah.
Is that? I can't tell.
Yeah, it is, yeah. Mhm.
Okay, yeah.
All right. Mike. Fantastic Four. Number 9. This is worth thousands. JK. Great cover, though. Chris Claremont.
I was gonna say Claremont. Okay. Trying to figure out what volume
Right.
these things are.
Yep. All right, Pat. Eclipso, number 3.
I want to go back and read that series. I never read it, but it looks pretty cool.
That's a great cover, too.
Plus, Keith Giffen writing too. He's funny. I don't think that book's going to be very funny though.
You never know.
Yeah, if
We're trying to sell
it is,
these books.
maybe
We're trying to
it's a
sell
problem.
these books. Who was that? That was Pat?
Pat,
All right, Mike, here you go. Looks like we got 2 left after this. Day Tripper, number 9 of 10. Vertigo book.
number 9.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gabriel Ba did art for Umbrella Academy.
That's not my cup of tea.
Yeah, I don't think you like the Umbrella Academy TV show, right?
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah. It's way different than the book.
Oh, the show is way different than the Umbrella Academy book?
Yeah. It's as different as they usually do a lot of this stuff.
Well, this one, this from Pat, and this is totally my jam and Pat's jam. Alpha Flight 36. Look at that. It's in great shape, too.
Mike Mignola.
Yep.
Doesn't like one full cover.
Yep.
You have all Alpha Flight, Pat?
Yeah. Well, no. I gave up at one point.
Oh, but you got all these old ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Mike. Last but not least, Incredible Hulk 180. No, this is Arsenal number 3.
I had Hulk already typed. Arsenal 3?
Yeah,
Okay.
I love the Arsenals. They're great. And I do believe I counted. We actually have 25 this 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 25 books.
Wow.
It's a great lot too. And again, you can purchase this book from us just by claiming it via email to YouGotADealLotIsMine@gmail.com. First person to claim it Gets it from us, $25 plus shipping. Can't cover the shipping on this one. And then if you want to make the shipping a little cheaper because you don't want them all, you can definitely tell me, hey, Kevin, take this one out. Yada, yada. But yeah, you can get everything we just showed for $25. And Mike and Patrick have been calculating using recent sales on eBay as a guideline to give us what the value of this lot is. And looks like Mike's ready.
Yeah,
Mike, what do you got?
Well, I have that Daredevil book. Can you look at it again?
Okay.
Is it? I can't remember if he said that one was in pretty good shape.
Yeah, it's in pretty good shape. There's looks like there's one spine tick with color break.
Okay, that's fair.
And one side of the staple, it's not torn, but there's definitely a little bit of pull on there.
Okay.
But the rest is in good shape. There's nothing wrong with the cover. Yeah, it's in great shape.
Okay. Yep, my total is $59.
59 bones. That's
Two
a
big
good
ones for
start.
me: Daredevil and that Amazing Spider-Man.
Nice.
Yep.
So regardless of what Pat says, this is all gravy now. This is already good. For $25, it's already worth $59. Right, Mike?
Yes.
All right, but let's hear what Patrick has to say anyway.
I got 59, so 109.
You guys didn't. You guys aren't in the same house coordinating this right now. Too much of a coincidence.
I'm just looking up my Daredevil books, and I need 159.
So he's like, man, I hope someone doesn't buy this. All right, $118.
Yeah, because that's Frank Miller. I think there's something else about that is key, not just the fact that it's Frank Miller. No.
$118. We definitely got to get deal this week. We got a deal. This lot worth approximately $118 can be yours for $25 plus shipping by sending me an email to you got a deal lot is mine, spelled out completely, no spaces, no underscores, nothing, no dots, nothing. You got a deal lot is mine at gmail.com. That'll be available until next week when we do the next lot then, right? That's what we're deciding?
Yeah.
Okay. And what I will do, though, during the Whatnot show on Friday, starting at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I will have this in the Buy It Now section, quicker way for you to grab it. And Whatnot shipping, take care of that part of it on their own, too, which might be a little bit cheaper than what we might be able to get it for just doing it ourselves. Not sure. So, anyway, I did want to mention one. I wanted to do a couple things while I've got the. I took the camera down already. I'm going to put it back up real quick. I just wanted to show a couple books that I have these on the Whatnot show, and this one's $3. Just give people an idea what you can be in store for if you show up for our show. This is a Mastrazo cover or variant. $3 for that book. A great deal. And we actually have a special that I ran last week that I'm sticking with this week.
Yeah, that worked out well.
Yeah, it did. Whatnot is in charge of the shipping completely. They kind of keep it out of the seller's hands. You just say what you're selling, and then they dictate the shipping costs, which can be kind of steep for one book. Seems like the common complaint. So we actually offer, you get your first book from us. We can't dictate what the shipping is, but if you buy a second book from us, we will include a third book of equal or lesser value of your second book at no charge to help cover the shipping of your first book. Then we have this ridiculous book. I love it. This is a Ji Hyung Lee variant of Silk number 4. Selling that for $2. Check us out. We got some great stuff. We're going to keep changing it and getting better stuff every week. I'm working hard on it. So check us out.
I put a stack together for you this morning.
Oh, awesome. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I'll drop that off tomorrow.
All right. So hardcore You got a deal. Right? We all agree with that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Let's move into another favorite here.
This is the segment that I can never afford, right?
What? No. That we changed it.
Oh, we switched it up. Okay.
Yeah. Where is it?
I'm here every week, but I forget what order everything goes in.
Well, because we changed it a couple times. We're settling in though. We're settling in. But here we go. Awesome. I think Mike went first last week. You want to go first this week, Pat?
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay.
Since with the passing of Tim Sale, I took the opportunity to catch up on the last color book, and I read Captain America White. Again, Jeff Loeb, Tim Sale. The last color series book they did for Marvel. It was delayed for a few years. This is told from Cap's point of view. He's sort of reminiscing about his early days as Captain America and taking on Bucky as a partner in World War II. And it's about them getting their footing as soldiers in the war, and they sort of come up against Nick Fury and his Howling Commandos. And for some reason, I should say it's mainly about their relationship, Cap and Bucky's relationship, and you know, Cap's recent transformation from a scrawny kid from Brooklyn and dealing with this younger sidekick in Bucky and how they bonded and how they looked out for each other. And sort of Cap's regret, you know, he wanted to keep him safe throughout the war and ultimately he failed. Little does Cap know that Bucky was still out there the whole time. That's sort of, I think that would have made a nice twist to the ending of this book if it would have been published more recently. It would have given a nice punch at the end, Cap finding out that Bucky was still alive. But this took place before that revelation, I guess. Good artwork. Nice. There's some nice battle scenes, nice group scenes with all the soldiers, the Howling Commandos versus the Nazis. But ultimately, I think this was probably the weakest of the 4 color series books that Loeb and Sale did. It just didn't. I don't know if maybe part of it was because of the fact that we now know Bucky was still alive. It sort of took a little bit of an edge off of it. But, you know, good book, but definitely the weakest. So I'm kind of, you know, middle ground on it. I'd recommend it if you're a fan. Definitely worth checking out to have all 4 of the, you know, the color series books that they did together. But I think it definitely probably the weakest.
Okay.
That was just a quick. There wasn't a whole lot to the story. Let's put it that way. It was a lot of back and forth, just sort of trying to watch them, you know, bond and form their relationship and how they dealt with the early days of World War II and them being inserted into the war. So that's it, really.
Okay.
Kind of a quick one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder if by that point, like the first ones, the Daredevil and Spider-Man, you know, they really were excited about doing those, but by the time they got to that one, it's just the novelty had worn off. They kind of may not have been as excited about doing it.
It's possible, yeah.
Marvel's like, okay, now do Captain America.
Right.
Are you just speculating, or
Yeah,
you
I'm
reading that
speculating.
somewhere? Oh, okay.
I'm
Okay.
speculating. Yeah.
Gotcha. All right, Mike. You ready?
Yeah.
All right, do it.
Okay, this week I only read. Well, I'm only reviewing one book. The Jurassic League #2. So I have Juan Gideon and Danny Warren Johnson writers, and the artist is Juan Gideon. Danny Warren Johnson doing the cover, which I love his covers. I like his artwork a lot.
Don't you have number one?
I do. I did a review on number one.
Oh, you did already? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And that was a Get It, right?
Yes, it was. It was Get It.
Okay.
So I took some. I have some interior shots here because getting his artwork. I hope I'm saying his name correctly. I love it. It's really, really awesome. I mean that, and that's Batsor. The characters are so difficult to remember
And pronounce.
Yeah, Bat. Yeah, I think it should be Batasaur, but it's Batsor. Anyway, he has this little human from issue 1 following him. He kind of saved the human from that Joker Zard.
Okay.
So he hears a commotion, and these aren't. I thought I did these in order. I messed this up. So he hears a commotion, and he goes following it. But look how awesome that artwork is.
Yeah.
I hope I'm not alone in thinking it's awesome.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah.
So he
kind of reminds you of Pit or something, right?
Yeah, little Delky on there. So he's following the sound of this commotion, and he finds Super Sour, Super Sour, and he is fighting Brontosauro and Giganta, who are trying to round up a bunch of humans that they're going to take to the Dark Embryo. And we haven't met Dark Embryo yet. But I love this line where he says, "Are you a friend or foe?" He says, "I have no friends." Yeah, I have no friends. Anyway, that's pretty funny.
I have no friends, but no one harms weaklings in my presence. That's good.
Right, there you go.
It's awesome.
So, so they end up deciding to. This is the one I wanted. Yeah, there we go. So they team up. There's our first league team up.
The Jurassic League is forming. Got it.
Forming. Yep. And then this is great here. So that's Reverse Flash on the left. And
Okay. He's a turtle.
He's a turtle. I thought that was great. So he kind of saves Joker Zard, who was beaten up badly in issue 1. And this is another funny thing here. We have Wonder Dawn, and she's riding Thunderbeak, her invisible steed. It's like a pterodactyl.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she ends up running into Brontosauro and Giganta. And so she ends up teaming up with, Batasaur and Super Sour. So one more addition to the Jurassic League. So I think this book is a get it because it's really fun. The artwork's great. And it's just so far out there.
Sounds like it, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I recommend this for everybody.
Okay.
And in the last page I have here is in the very back. It's a really, really nice George Perez memorial.
Yeah, it's great.
Double page there.
So this is even good for kids too, right?
Yes. Yeah, I get this from Mark.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
Yep. So that is my review. Get it.
Awesome. I guess I maybe jumped on the read 2 books for the get it or forget it train.
As soon as you read 2, we read 1.
The wrong.
Patrick, is yours 4 collected?
I think it was 5, yeah.
Okay, so technically he's still okay. Yeah. Got it. That's good. But I read Wolverine 21 and Wolverine 22. One of these covers, I actually don't have the one that was in the top 10 covers of the week. I think it was 22. It's got Deadpool Wolverine and Maverick in a circle. We're kind of out looking up in between them. You know, remember that cover?
Yeah, that was in last week's.
But it's been a while since I read a Wolverine book, so I was like, you know what? I need to just jump back in here. And I actually should have I should have just started at one, but because I have them all of the latest series, of course. But this is the only ones I had at the house. I was like, I'll just grab these. So in typical style of getting on to jumping into a title late, that can be a little tough at first. But this one wasn't too bad at all. These are pretty good, kind of as standalone. I definitely want to read more. It gives a good synopsis of what happened in the previous however many books it was taken to get this story built up. But basically, in 21, Wolverine and Deadpool are teamed up, kind of, even though Wolverine really doesn't want to be teamed up with Deadpool. He's annoyed by him and doesn't want to be around him. Deadpool doesn't take no for an answer because Wolverine has this briefcase that has something mysterious of value inside it, and he really wants to know what's inside it, so he steals it, and then they get chased down by Danger. Are you guys familiar with the character Danger?
Yeah, it's the Danger Room come to life.
Oh, see, I wasn't even aware of that. So, okay. So Danger is trying to get a hold of this briefcase. So Wolverine and Deadpool are fighting Danger for it, and a bunch of clones. They've apparently figured out how to clone pretty much anybody. So literally Wolverine, for a majority of this book, Wolverine and Deadpool are fighting a bunch of Wolverines as well. And this is an extremely violent, mature reader book, which, it was fun though. Typical. I enjoyed the writing. It's everything I remember from what I've read with Wolverine in the past and what I'm aware of Deadpool now. It delivers. And at the end of this issue, they actually are saved by Maverick and what's the other guy? Or I think it might be a girl. I'm sure Maverick is teamed up with. See, those note cards. I got to get these note cards. But they're saved by Maverick and one other character that has a teleporter. Teleports them out of this battle between. They beat all the Wolverines. Danger's coming to apparently beat him with no problem. And then Maverick and his partner save him via teleporter. But then they teleported him into a jail cell. So in 22, it starts with them in of course, adamantium jail cell that they can't break out of. And Maverick and his partner take the briefcase from them. And they discover there's like this mini Danger clone inside the briefcase too that ends up being a real, tough guy girl as well, and starts fighting Maverick and his partner. And again, mature readers in this book, the way they get out of the jail cell is Wolverine literally cuts Deadpool in half, throws him in between the bars out into, the area where he can open the cell from the outside. So literally then for the rest of this book, they're fighting Maverick and his partner with Deadpool currently healing from being cut in half. So there's another extremely graphic one I don't even want to mention in this. There's another extremely graphic panel that totally shocked me a little bit in this book, and it's so gory and violent. But I'm undecided on these because I'm not much of a Deadpool fan. I've just never been much of a Deadpool fan. I mean, he literally takes away a little bit from for me in the way he is, interjecting that into a story that I'm trying to kind of take in and take seriously, for lack of a better way to describe it. The writing of Deadpool always takes you away from that possibility, in my opinion, with the way he is. Which I know that's his character, and it's fine. And I don't hate Deadpool. I'm just not a Deadpool fan, so that's why I'm kind of undecided on this. And I'm kind of giving it the same rating Pat did, kind of just kind of in the middle. Especially if you're a Deadpool fan, I would say it's definitely a get it, maybe even a must have. If you're a Wolverine and a Deadpool fan, I would say these two are must haves. If you're a Deadpool fan, get it. But if you're like me, I'll definitely read the next few. I don't know how long Deadpool's going to be around. He seemed like he just popped in for maybe number 20, but he hasn't been around very long. I don't know as far as I know, So
Yeah,
I'm going to try to stay on top of this, and we'll see. What'd you say, Mike?
He was in a few issues before.
You are?
I haven't read the series. I get it. I haven't read it, but yeah, I think maybe 10 issues ago he was in a few issues.
Yeah, but I'm definitely liking the art and liking the story in general.
Adam Kubert.
As well.
Yeah, Adam Kubert does your artwork.
Kubert, yeah.
Is it Kubert or Kubert? Kubert's the video game. It's Kubert, right?
I always say Kubert, but I don't know.
Should ask Johnny since he.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what would Johnny say?
Yeah,
I always thought it was Kubert, but I think it is Kubert.
I always say Kubert because I don't want to say Kubert because
I
it's
know.
video game. I'm like,
Because you
it can't
don't-
possibly be that. It's
The old video game.
yeah, man, that was a good one.
All right, so that'll do it for me as well. I guess next week I'll start reading one book again, and you guys will go back to 2.
I actually read 2 to review, and I read Grimm number 2,
Okay.
and
So why didn't you talk about it?
I didn't feel like it.
I thought you were going to say it's because it wasn't 2 titles right at one after another.
No, because I just had so much fun with Jurassic League that I really preferred that one much more. I wanted to talk more about that one than
Gotcha.
the second book.
Speaking of Grimm, I've got 2 variant covers with no trade dress, 1 and 2. Both trying to sell those on Whatnot as 2 if you want to show up and grab those off me. So, all right, that was good though. Patrick, are you ready?
I think so.
Are you ready? Your Wolverine's
I'm
still
probably
up.
not ready.
You're not-
This is the one where everybody goes broke.
Yeah,
You
here's a segment I can't afford.
Right? All right, here we go. Oh, crap.
First off, Wolverine number 22.
Yeah. Let me get rid of that for you. There you go.
All right, we're just gonna look at some Hasbro stuff at the beginning here. I always complain about how much Hasbro stuff, but they just announced a couple little things this week.
Can I interrupt you again before you get started real quick?
Yeah.
I don't know about you guys, but I've listened to / watched all of our episodes and podcasts over and over and over and over again. All of these theme songs, like I could do it. I could pass some trivia on our show already. Like, just play the theme song. What is this the intro for? What is this the intro for? And I, to toot my own horn real quick, I was really torn with every single intro that I made as to what song I was going to pick and trying to match it. And ever since I, match what kind of segment it is, all that, so ever since I've listened to them over and over and over again, I keep patting myself on the back like, man, that was a good choice for that. They just fit for me. But I don't know whether it's since I created it, obviously I'm making it fit for me, but anyway, there you go.
I
No,
usually
think they fit.
Okay, good.
I find myself not paying attention because I'm so anxious getting ready for what I have to say.
Okay.
But I did notice when I was listening to the podcast version of the show, each one of those little snippets have a artist name and title and everything, I guess.
Yeah, we have. Yeah, they have to give them credit. Yeah, that's how I'm able to use them without having to
Yeah.
pay for them. Is getting the credit. Yeah.
Okay.
Which
Yeah.
obviously is good. Yeah, it's good for us. So.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry. Go.
Yeah, no problem. Star Wars Black 6-inch Tala in her Imperial uniform, regular release. Next couple months she should be out. These two are Walmart exclusives. Purge Trooper. These are also Star Wars Black 6-inch Purge Trooper. And one JAC. And I guess, do you remember seeing him at all in Obi-Wan?
I'm trying to remember.
I think I briefly
I remember him.
saw him.
Where?
Yeah,
Do you remember specifically, Valerie?
No, I don't. Do you remember where he saw him? No, he doesn't.
I think he was in like
when they were.
I think he was in one of the like transport.
But he was just chilling. He didn't have any interaction or anything.
I don't
basically?
think.
He looks like a bounty hunter to me.
Yeah, he definitely looks cool. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then we saw the Purge Troopers in the last episode. Actually,
Yeah.
Was there one of them? Just one of them?
Yeah, I think it was just one ahead of a bunch of regular stormtroopers.
Yeah. Which, side note, they look a lot really CGI-ish, don't you think? It looks like they used
Looks like
instead
he
of
has
real
figures.
stormtroopers, it was a lot of CGI in that scene.
I didn't really notice that, but there's so many times that people complain about CGI that I don't notice. it.
Yeah,
So
no.
maybe, I just don't have the eye for it. I don't know, maybe.
Yeah.
I noticed that too.
Yeah, like I said, just some quick Star Wars stuff. Then I'm going to change it up a little bit. Super 7 has a Godzilla license, and these are in the reaction 3 3/4 inch size. The reaction stuff is usually around $18. A little overpriced in my mind for a 3 3/4 inch figure, but
Yeah, you'd have to be a big Godzilla fan to want to pay that, I guess.
yeah, well, that's Super 7 for you. They have their niche audience out there, and they have licenses for everything. And it's tough too because Super 7 has a license, and Mezco also has a license. I think theirs might be a slightly larger scale, and Mothra's Karen's favorite.
Yeah.
pretty
That's
cool.
the way she's always been. Yep. Mm-hmm.
There's a little bit of out of packaging shot for you. The one interesting thing on these is the Godzilla 57, I think, which is top middle. There it was a proposed U.S. Japan co-production of a movie, and it fell through. But they already had the suit design, I guess, or the suit made.
Oh wow.
So they're actually, I think this may be the first time this figure was ever made. If you're a real Godzilla fan,
You know that already.
You can see the distinct differences between all the different variations of the Godzilla costume, and
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Okay.
yeah, and you can see he's a little weird looking there. His head's a little different shaped.
Neck's a little longer, whatever.
Yeah.
Kind of like what we talked about with the Vader fans last week. Yeah. You can
Karen,
really tell the difference. Yeah.
Karen, the reaction figures, they show up a lot at Target. I would not be surprised if the Godzilla line shows up at Target, but they are also offered through Diamond, so you can order them through your comic shop, and they're also any online toy specialty retailer, Big Bad Toy Store, Entertainment Earth. Amazon even usually has reaction figures, so you can look them up. Like I said, just watch get a third party seller. They're usually around $18 to $20.
Cool.
And then if the Godzilla reactions are a little too pricey for you at $18, I don't know what to tell you, because I have a Sideshow premium format Japan.
Yeah.
I didn't want to show. I gave away, sort of buried that one. That was the exclusive. I got them in here backwards, I guess. Here we go. Here's the shot I wanted to start with. Premium format is their like sort of deluxe line. They use it's a statue, but it usually has some cloth goods attached. She is $580 for the regular edition.
Holy
Wow.
Sort of a neat gimmick, they're doing there. She's like sort of levitating on that platform.
Right.
There's a post up through her right leg holding her up.
Yeah.
But that I also as a sort of a warning, Sideshow hopefully they've learned from their mistakes and have improved their product, because I know there was a few. I remember specifically the J. Scott Campbell Spider-Man line. They had like a Mary Jane that was sort of balanced in a weird way, and over time that statue started leaning. So hopefully they figured out their mistakes.
How to prevent that?
Yeah. There, sure, it shows her sort of in scale. She's around 22 inches tall to the top of the top hat. And they always include the old sideshow apple to give you sort of a scale. Now they're doing that sort of like silhouette of a person behind, so you can kind of get an idea. So the premium format figures are large figures, large statues, but they come with a large price tag too.
Yeah. That's a truck payment. Holy cow.
Yeah. And the base has a mirror finish, so you can kind of see, how she's levitating. I think there's a shot that shows that. But I don't know. I think I almost always like the Zatanna statues.
Yeah, she's great.
There you can kind of see what's going on there. And then there's an exclusive for not much more. She's only $600, $20 more. You get that change out top hat with a demon Fuseli, who I'm not familiar with, but he's kind of a cool little creepy looking demon.
Yeah. And if you're spending $580, why not spend $600?
Yeah. Usually, yeah, and usually I think they're all open for pre-orders, but I think the exclusive is usually a little more limited.
Did you say it's a change out so you get both top hats?
Yes, correct. Okay. Which is usually the case with their exclusive. The part that you can swap out is usually the exclusive part, and you can display them either way. Yeah, that was it. I just wanted to mention real quick, in my neck of the woods, the Butler Area Toy Show is Saturday, July 9th. This is, it's sort of spun out of the Butler Area Toy Collective Facebook group, and it's a one-day show, $5 admission. Kids under 12 are free. But I am definitely going to check it out next month. Should be a good time. Seems like there's a lot of interest. There's been some smaller toy shows in the area that seem to be getting a lot of attention, and they decided to try one on their own. I know there's one fellow I've actually thought about bringing into Xcellar. I was actually thinking about asking you guys to have him come on, talk about this a little bit, but I think that's kind of a brief overview. It's just it's their inaugural toy show, Saturday, July 9th. If you're in the area, it should be pretty neat.
Where's it at? Where's it going to be exactly?
The Butler Vagabonds.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Cool.
Excuse me.
Tyler might be interested in that.
Yeah, come on up, Tyler.
If you have some time.
Yeah, hopefully it does well.
Yeah, if you want to go broke. Yeah. Sorry about it.
Well, we're all good at that, so.
All right.
Very cool. Speaking of broke, I'm broke, so I didn't get much moving into our next segment, the geek stuff we got. So I'm going to go ahead and lead off for that one after the intro. I like to, when I don't have much, I want to lead off. Is that cool with you guys?
Yeah.
That's fine. Yeah.
All right, cool. I actually take that back a little bit because I did still get a bunch of I finally emptied out my box at the store. I hadn't been there in a few weeks because I'd been buying stuff for whatnot and on eBay a lot. But it was big. It was a big week. Far too much, which I need to shave down. So I've actually got
the car.
What's What'd you
Need
say?
a wheelbarrow. Need a wheelbarrow to get to the car.
Yeah, I heard you did the same thing. You had the same kind of
did.
week. Yeah.
Yeah, the radio flyer wagon.
But my wife, in typical amazing wife fashion, saved me with what I got, because I got this. Isn't that cool?
Okay.
A custom Xcellar Comics. I don't know what to call it.
It's like an LED neon light thing.
Yeah, and I can
Change the
pick the
colors.
colors and flash it and all that good stuff. So prepare to see that in everything I'm in the future.
I like it.
Pretty cool.
It's really cool. I love anything you slab our names on. You know, I can't get enough of it. I should just record this for like a minute, but it's like 3 seconds long. But anyway. So aside from my expensive box, this is what I got for Father's Day, and I got some stickers too. I should have taken a picture of it too. I've taken a liking to throwing random stickers on my laptop because everybody in the house has the same exact looking laptop. So to designate mine, I just keep like every time a seller, if I buy some on eBay or whatever, will send me a sticker, I slap it on there. And now it's become like this, crazy conglomerate of different miscellaneous comic geek culture stickers. It's fun. I'll take a picture of it and show that next week. But she got me a random sticker lot as well. So that's all I got. Do you want to go next this week, Mike?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I got a few things here. Grim number 2.
Nice.
$20. It's got the A cover, the B chromium cover, the Jenny Frison cover, the 1 in 10 variant cover, and then the final order cutoff cover. And that's by Stephanie Hans, who did Die. Did the art for
You got all those for $20?
$20.
Nice.
Yeah. So that came yesterday.
That's a great deal.
Yeah. And I got 3 things here. The next thing I got, because yesterday was Record Store Day, so I was able to pick up Madness, Baggy Trousers. So I love this song. Actually, there's 6 songs on here. They're all fantastic. I just love it.
Never heard
That's
of it.
pretty good. You've heard of Madness, though, right?
I don't know. Have I?
Yeah.
Our house.
Our house.
Oh,
is the-
yeah. Oh, it's that old school. Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this came out in the single, this song came out in 1980.
Oh,
And,
gotcha. Okay, yeah.
This is the picture that's on the 7-inch, and I just love it. So that was a great find.
Okay.
And this
Did
came
you go there
last week.
looking for that, planning to get it, or did you just find it digging?
Yeah, because they put out a list. The store Mobius puts out a list of what copies they get in. So Cora wanted Gerard Way's solo album, and she picked up the Black Parade, My Chemical Romance. So, and I wanted this one.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, we always go to Record Store Day with records in mind to get. Because you basically go in and you have to tell them what you want. You don't shop. You go in line. It's almost like your order. You go to a fast food shop. You just go in, tell them what you want. They pull it out, get it, and get you out. Just because there's so many people.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yep.
What makes it? I mean, just trying to understand it. What makes it special being Record Store Day? Was it?
Because the albums released on Record Store Day are released specifically for that day, and they're not. You can't buy them online.
Oh,
You have to
okay.
physically go to the store. Now, what a lot of stores do, whatever's left over on Sunday, they'll put on their online store. But you got to take a chance. This store only got 6 copies of this in. Somebody ahead of me bought one. I bought one. So there are only 4 left. So it's a lot of stuff sells out on Saturday.
Okay.
So then you end up paying eBay prices, which are 2-3 times the amount. So this came last week. This is my Father's Day gift from my family.
You mentioned it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
I got a custom cornhole set.
That's cool.
So that's
Nice.
one. It's my 2 favorite Batman stories. There's the other one. And I was so excited to share this with you guys
That is so great.
because Kevin, you have the Star Wars set, which
Yeah.
I love that the custom ones.
Yeah.
Next week
Yeah,
I'll have the website. They're really well done, really well built. I meant to have the website available. Here's Marcus throwing the first bag yesterday.
Nice.
So those are the things that I got. So we're broke because my wife bought me that set.
Well, those are great. I can't wait to play on them.
Yeah.
That was the package that was too big to hide last week.
Yep. Yeah. So they sat in our library all week, just sitting there. We wanted to wait until this weekend to play.
Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome. Well, like you said, I love the custom stuff.
Yeah.
Really tells a story about you in particular.
Right.
So
Yeah. So hey, you like Batman a little? Yeah.
well, like you said, more specifically, those particular ones.
Right. Yeah. For the podcast listeners, it's the Killing Joke cover and Dark Knight Returns silhouette of Batman.
Oh yeah, you saved a critique or criticism of from Johnny right there.
Yeah.
He was just typing it in right now.
He's like, Mike, I can't see it. What are you talking about? Speaking of Johnny, I've got a surprise. I should have thought about
Patrick
doing
has
this
to
while
go
he was
too.
here. Huh?
So
What'd you
Patrick
say?
has to go too.
Oh. Yeah. Patrick. Sorry. Yeah, Patrick. I was too excited about that because we were talking about Johnny. I apologize. Patrick, what's up?
No problem. These came in as part of like a buy 2 get 1 free. Fantastic Four panel by panel and Fantastic Four Fate of the Four. Both by Chip Kidd and Chip Zdarsky. 2 cool books. And then one thing I forgot, I got this specifically to shoot me back up, Kevin. There we go. Ragnarok hardcover volume 3.
That's awesome.
Yeah, unfortunately, Valor's pointing out the corners sort of smashed, but planning to attend Heroes Con next week, and Walt's going to be there. So I was gathering up some stuff and making sure I had all 3 of these to take down with me. So hopefully I'll get this signed when I see him down there.
Yeah, that's nice. I like that.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, I like actually the nicest one is the first one. It has a really great cover. I mean, there's like some spot varnish highlights on this one too for the logo, but number 1 is just Thor right in the middle, and it just looks great. The second and third volumes aren't as cool looking, but still cool to have the hardcovers. And
Yeah, when you shared that with us yesterday, I'd never actually seen those before.
yeah, the series.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. It's Walt's take on Thor, non-Marvel Thor. So
Yeah.
in the you can't really get a good idea. I guess there's a small shot of him riding a creature on the back there, but his design for this Thor is super cool. He's an undead Thor, and he's missing his lower jaw. He's just visually very cool. Yeah, he's on the front cover too. Right above there.
Oh, in the back. Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, you can't really see him that good, but yeah. And while I'm up, Valerie, he was talking in my ear when I was doing the toy show spiel, but he wanted to tell quickly his story. We went to a small toy show when he was probably 5,
6,
and he wanted to touch everything. Of course, little kids, it's toys.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
We went to this one table. This guy had Transformers, and Valor, I can't remember if he actually got it in his hands or he went to reach for it. And the guy no, please, don't touch those toys. Don't touch those toys. It was a little shocking for Valor at a young age to get smacked down like that.
He didn't say, please don't touch my toys.
What did
He
he
said,
say?
don't you dare touch my toys.
I don't think he quite said that.
It was more extreme, Dad.
Yeah.
I think you're remembering as a child, you ramp things up, but
Right.
And that's got to be confusing for a kid. It's like it's a toy. You're supposed to touch it.
Yeah. Plus, it wasn't like back behind his table. It was right on his table, right in front of him, where anybody could reach out and touch it. So
Yeah, if you really feel that way, yeah, they should be kind of guarded behind you or something.
yeah, exactly.
He just didn't want what?
All right. So that was my.
That always, again, I like to mention this when this kind of conversation comes up. Lego, that's why I love the Lego movie, especially at the end, when they kind of, how it all comes together at the end and his dad realizes, these are toys for kids. Yeah, I love that.
Yep.
So. All right. So we're done. Is there anybody else? Did I forget anybody again? No. I was excited because we're not only talking about Johnny, but just because it's been a while since I've done this. So it took me, I had the energy. I had a good week with not only making what I'm getting ready to show you, but then I got all the segments up, got the website up there. I actually got everything on track. I might be setting myself up to fail by mentioning this so much this coming week, but it's really nice to get everything up on a timely manner. And I'm trying to get if you noticed, I'm sticking in a certain order of what I'm putting the segments up in, and I'm doing the You Got a Deal and Top 3 Comics first, even though that's not the order the show is, because those are sort of relevant first. You know what I mean? So I want to make sure I get those up the quickest. But here we go to our next segment, which has a new intro. And you see it here first. Boom. What do you think?
I like it, but I was confused. I'm like, another segment? What did I
Same here.
Well, I've been I started working on that one a while back. Whenever Patrick mentioned, is there a segment for it? You actually called me out, like, is there a segment for this a few weeks ago? So, or a few shows ago. So, anyway, now we have one. There you go.
Yeah.
So now we have to literally take the recap serious. So we got an intro for it.
Had I known that at the
that,
beginning
yeah.
of today's show.
Thanks, Karen. Thanks. So I took it a little serious. You want me to go first?
Yeah.
And second and third.
Oh, geez. That's as far as I can go. Literally 3.
I can go fourth.
So Johnny is predictably non-committal. And that's not a call out about him not showing up to the show. It's just I predicted what he was going to say about the long Halloween before he was on the show.
Yeah.
So there. Okay, go, Mike.
Kevin watches bad movies.
And good ones.
That's true. You just took my second one.
Oh. I should have left that alone. Pat, you got one for real? No?
You too can be a winner just like Steven. Good job.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. Kevin Smith is a regular mention on this show.
I forget. I was lost on what you had mentioned before, what Patrick had mentioned before. Or
how that robot, Kevin Smith was the actor for the robot in Obi-Wan.
Obi-Wan, okay. Yeah.
Oh, that's why you missed it, because we mentioned it when we were talking about Obi-Wan. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Now you
Pretend
know.
you never heard
Alert.
it.
Right.
Well, kind of a spoiler. Spoiler alert, Kevin Smith is not that robot.
All right. But he is one. I thought I saw somewhere online that he is in it.
That's what Patrick is saying, too, but he thinks it's just a farce.
Sort of like that Guardians trailer. Exactly.
Now you're tracking. Exactly.
Go for it.
Right.
Internet.
Mike, your turn.
I don't have any more.
That's been perfect timing. All right. Xcellar's giving us a recap. Nice. Congrats to Steven. Thanks for joining us. Where's Johnny? Kevin watches bad movies and good ones. You can be a winner like Steven. Kevin Smith is a regular mention, and happy Father's Day.
Yeah.
That's good.
Well done.
So I got one more then, if no one else says, or if you do, just wait 1 sec. Kids are great co-hosts. Good job, Mark, Valor, and Cora, and Ayla didn't really co-host, but she was here, so it was awesome.
Yep.
Did you have another one, Pat?
No.
Do you have a recap?
No, I don't know.
All right. Here.
He's like, what's a recap?
Flash.
Flash?
Yeah, I guess.
All right. Reverse Flash is a funny. Here, I'm going to just help you with that one. Reverse Flash is a funny Jurassic League, an ironic Jurassic League animal. So
I didn't know you guys talked about the Flash.
Well, I did my
We
book.
also learned not to watch alone.
Right.
not the what?
Not to watch alone.
Yeah, apparently.
My review this week was the Jurassic League 2.
All right.
Right.
So reminders, check out the podcast of an edited version of this live stream. They'll be posted no later than Tuesday. Check out the Very Variant Show on Whatnot at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Friday. And then, of course, this show next Sunday, 1 p.m.-ish. Again, next week's my wife's birthday. So I have to make it up to her before then. There's always something, but we're gonna make it work. Yeah. Don't forget you can get the You Got a Deal Lot by emailing me at YouGotADealLot is mine. And please participate in the Spotify poll. And we actually did get, I don't know who answered the poll about who's on Whatnot. But I got 2 people that say that they're watching Whatnot too. So that was cool. But that's it. Anybody else have anything else whatsoever?
No.
All right. Great show, guys. And don't forget, appreciating great art is awesome. And reading a great story is fun. So why not pick up a comic book and do both? Xcellar out.